Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server where we post multiple updates a day. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this Cardano video. So Cardano is still doing absolutely nothing. It's just going sideways, and this is normal because at the end of the day, Bitcoin dominance is also going sideways, so you cannot expect Cardano to go up right now. However, I am still expecting Cardano to start going up extremely soon. I know it has been already like 49 days since the cross on the bull market support band and nothing has happened yet, but I still think that at some point Bitcoin dominance will start breaking down. And I did tell you a couple of days ago that it is possible that Bitcoin dominance goes sideways until January 20th, until the next president gets put into the office, and then we start going down because right now there's a lot of uncertainty in the market and nobody knows what will happen. But I think once the president gets put into the office, that's when Bitcoin dominance will finally start dropping. Keep in mind, when the president was elected back in November, Bitcoin dominance dropped about, well, almost 7% here. And yeah, during this time, Cardano actually went up quite a lot. And of course, not only Cardano, but Bitcoin and the other altcoins as well also went up. So yeah, I'm expecting something like that to happen again very soon. And keep in mind, we still have not had an altcoin season. And if you look at what happened in the previous two cycles, we usually get an altcoin season every single cycle. And yeah, I mean, this right here was not an altcoin season. I believe this drop that we got right now, well, not right now, a month ago, was this drop right here, and I think this is just about to happen. Now, I don't know how soon, but it should start this month, in my opinion, if we want to follow what we did in the previous two cycles. So we'll see if we get that or not. Now, Cardano is still looking good. If you look at the daily chart, we are no longer overbought. As you can see, I mean, we did not go to the oversold territory, but we have cooled off on the RSI. And yeah, Cardano is at about 94 cents right now. It's still in an uptrend, which is very good. And let me talk about the Elliott wave count for a second, because I have not talked about it in some time. So after getting the second wave move down right here, which is the second wave of this very large 1-2 setup that we started after getting the bear market low in June of 2023, we formed a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup to form a first wave of the main third wave move to the upside, which is somewhere up here. And this will be the third wave of the 1-2 setup that we have on the chart. So basically we formed the first wave of that third wave, and then we formed the second wave move. I did tell you that at some point we will have to get a second wave move down, and we did get one. The second wave move down looks to be complete. I mean, we have an ABC structure on the chart, so it could be in, but I cannot confirm that the low is in until we get 5 waves up. Right now we have a 1-2 setup on the chart. The second wave right here reacted to the 0.618 extension of the first wave, and then it bounced, but it did not get to the 200% extension of the 1-2 setup, so we don't have a third wave to the upside, at least not yet, but we are still in an uptrend. As you can see, the price reacted to my trend line multiple times, so we'll see if we bounce right now or if we somehow get below it. If we get below it, there is a chance that we get another low in maybe this second wave right here. However, I don't really want to see that, because if we get another low right here, that would put us at the 0.786 support level of this first wave right here, which I don't have on the chart, but I don't think that would be bullish, because, you know, if we get to the 0.786 extension, which I think was at like 80 cents or so, I mean, we will most likely get below this low as well, and if we do that, we will invalidate the whole 1-2 setup, and that would put us at about 72.7 cents if we actually bounce right here. Now keep in mind, we are still above the bull market support band. The bull market support band is exactly at the 0.382 support level, so if we want to test it for some reason, we should do it right now. We should not wait, because if we keep going sideways, the bull market support band is going to start doing something like this. The red line is going to catch up with the green line, and then we're gonna have a cross, and I don't want to see a cross because crosses are bearish, especially when the red line goes above the green line. Let me show you an example. Let me go on the daily chart for this, I guess. So the last time we had a cross on the bull market support band where the red line went above the green line, that confirmed that the high of the first wave is in, and then we just went sideways for like 6 months. So I don't really want to see a cross on the bull market support band right now. If we look at what happened in the previous cycle, after we had a cross on the bull market support band, which happened like 1 month later than it did in the previous cycle, after we had a cross, we did not have a cross for another 6 months. During this time, when the green line was above the red line, Cardano kept going up. So yeah, the red line never went above the green line. However, if we do that in this cycle, then I don't want to say that I will turn bearish, but it's definitely not going to be the best thing ever. Now, I also want to show you this chart from a different perspective. I want to turn off the logarithmic chart and I want to show you the normal chart, which is this right here. And I want to show you where we are at right now in this cycle. So exactly 4 years ago, Cardano was down here. Yeah, I know. I mean, if you look at it from a non-logarithmic point of view, this pump that we got right here looks like absolutely nothing compared to what happened in the next couple of months after that. So yeah, this pump that we have right now is only down here. So yeah, what we have here literally is this, and this is insane to think about, because if Cardano wants to get to all-time highs, it could, based on how the chart looks like so far. So yeah, don't always look at the logarithmic chart. Also keep in mind to look at the normal chart, because yeah, this shows you how crazy the last bull market was. And I believe this bull market will be even crazier. So yeah, like I told you many times, I think Cardano will get to all-time highs very soon. Now, many people ask me when they should sell, and of course, this is not financial advice. I'm not gonna tell you when to sell or how much to sell because, you know, I don't want to get sued. But I'm gonna tell you my strategy. So I am probably going to start taking profits near all-time highs right here. Of course, I'm not going to sell everything. I'm going to sell about 15% or so. Now, why am I gonna take profits here? Well, because I'm expecting to be a lot of resistance right here. And why do I expect resistance? Well, because this is the previous all-time high. If you can remember what happened in the previous cycle, after we actually broke the all-time high right here in about, let's say, March of 2021, Cardano did absolutely nothing for many months, and then after the summer it actually pumped again and we had a new cycle high. So yeah, there was a lot of resistance right here, so you have to keep that in mind. And I'm expecting a lot of resistance near the all-time highs again, which means that if we get to like $3.10 in the next couple of months, maybe 2 months or so, there is a chance that Cardano just does something like this, and then we bounce at the end of the year and we get like $7 to $8. Don't expect the whole pump to last like 2 months. Of course, that's not going to happen. Here, for example, in the previous cycle, Cardano went sideways for about 3 months. Well, of course, it went up right here. It went to about $2.45 if you take a look at this, but you know, this is nothing too crazy. So yeah, keep that in mind. And then I'm probably going to start taking some profits at about $4. And I'll probably be out by the time Cardano gets to about $5.30. Even if Cardano gets to like $7 to $8, I don't want to risk it because, you know, I bought down here, so I'm pretty comfortable with my position and I don't fear taking profits, you know. So yeah, I'm probably going to be out by the time Cardano gets to about $5. It's better to get out early than to not sell and, you know, regret later that you did not actually sell when the price was higher. For example, here in the previous cycle, people were thinking that Cardano would get to like $10, and that's why they bought the all-time highs. I still get comments to this day telling me that they bought in the previous bull market and they bought the top, and now they are pretty much blaming Cardano for their mistakes. So they bought the top and now Cardano is somehow bad because they bought the top and now they are not making any money. So yeah, don't make that mistake. Don't wait until Cardano gets to like $5 to buy it, because, you know, if it gets to like $5, you cannot expect it to get like $50 just because you bought at $5. That's definitely not going to happen in this bull cycle, so just forget about it. Now, the minimum target for the third wave right here that I was talking about earlier is $2.98. So we'll see if we get there. Of course, it could overextend to the 2.272 extension or the maybe 2618 extension. I don't have that on the chart. But yeah, I mean, in the previous cycle, for example, the third wave got above the 1618 extension of the previous all-time high. I don't know if we will do that again. It will depend on what Bitcoin does and what Ethereum does. So we'll see if that happens or not. And yeah, I'm still expecting Cardano to top somewhere between $5 to $8. That has been my prediction for a very long time now, and nothing has really changed, you know? And I'm still expecting Bitcoin dominance to start dropping extremely soon, so I think this is just the calm before the storm, and I'm expecting Cardano to be at all-time highs by the end of February. If Cardano is not at all-time highs by the end of February, then maybe we are doing something else in this cycle, maybe we are not copying what we did here, but like I said many times, so far we have been copying what we did here, so we'll see what happens in the next couple of days, maybe weeks, and remember to stay patient, remember to not, hurry and get impatient because that's not healthy, and stop looking at charts all day because that's also not healthy. And yeah, that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our Discord server where we post multiple updates a day. And yeah, like, subscribe. I will see you in the next one.